Okay, I have to redo my video again because I think I made it unsuitable for the YouTube censorship of the truth. So here we go again. Okay, talking about synchronicities, like someone, was Alex Hammer, in my comment section on the last video said he was thinking about my channel or about me, and there you go, I uploaded a video. And I've been thinking about this for a while, about the wind farms, and as you can see, that's clearly not normal. Okay, there's obviously additives to create toxic poison clouds. Okay, that doesn't happen normally. Okay, look, these things are I'm just gonna say they're powered. All right, they're powered by a dirty fuel of some kind. Okay, and they are blowing toxic shite over you because they want you dead. Because you know, the people in charge at the top, they've all decided there's just too many humans. Yeah, like this chap here. There's too many humans who've overrun the earth, so we've got to kill you all. Yeah, haha, and he knows he'll be dead soon, any day now. So yep, there's this final act. Yep, let's push all these big lies and hoaxes and basically weapons on people. Haha, it's green energy. Yeah, yeah, that's funny. Funny how green energy is going to be used to kill you. Okay. Alright, and yeah, talking about synchronicities, like I've been thinking about these wind turbines lately as well. I was going to do a video on it, but I just can't be bothered really. There's another thing as well. If you look at the Rock of Gibraltar, they claim clouds are being created by two different air currents meeting over there. They call it Yavanta clouds or something. It's a lie. It's a lie. Okay, the port of Gibraltar, they bunker fuel there all day long. The Spanish authorities try to stop all the international ships dumping their filthy bunker fuel in the port area there. Okay, but the British Navy doesn't allow them to come and inspect the ships when they're clearly dumping their bunker fuel. Okay, so there's obviously something in the Rock of Gibraltar sucking up all that bunker fuel and burning it and sending it out the top. That's why clouds come off it. Just like here, it's the same thing. I've got to really should do a video on that later. But you know, yes, about the synchronicities. Who's your cat? Yeah, you know, he did a little bit on the what, you know, here we go.
Well, it's probably obvious why they would spray around wind turbines.
Yeah, why would they spray around wind turbines? Or, like I think, at the wind farms? Yeah, they are blatantly using a dirty fuel of some kind. They're burning a dirty fuel there, alright? It's the same thing on my location currently. To the north, there are peaks, and all of them have wind turbines on it, and you know, on like SAT. And on SAT 24, you can see, I don't know about today, there was all these peaks around here. I was noticing they were creating clouds and they were blowing them down south over us, pushing the warm air, which would be coming up to warm you up from the Sahara. They were pushing it down using wind turbines. Alright, they were doing it. Okay, yeah, and you know how dangerous the sheeple are. So you got this channel here, social experimentalist. I think he's a bit of a hypocrite. He's anti-natalist, yet he has had children. Okay, but here you go. So okay, so here you go, angry sheeple here. Okay.
What are you saying? That coronavirus isn't real?
Yeah. What you're saying isn't coronavirus real? Well, coronavirus is the common cold. Okay.
Am I saying that coronavirus isn't real? No, I'm not at all. Can you
He's a very angry sheeple
please stand
because he's had a personal loss. You'll hear in a minute.
back from me? Act like you've
But as you know, there are no other causes of mortality anymore. Not even old age. It's all the current big lie now.
got the virus.
So what are you doing?
Why are you getting so close to me?
What are you shouting about then?
I'm shouting
Yeah.
about the government who've told us that we need to act like you've got the virus. Have
Yes, he's clearly making fun out of people because he knows it's a big lie.
you got the virus?
I mean, he is a well, you know, he thinks he's a a J.
No, but do you know what?
So
You
why
stand-
This guy here, he thinks he's a J. Okay, but he doesn't realise he's just been brought up into a made-up identity.
Coming so close to me.
Well, I'm up because I don't have the virus. Dude, you're being a dickhead. Yeah?
Yeah, oh yeah, look how angry the sheeple get. If it was a real thing, they would be deathly afraid of going near anyone and getting in your face.
No, move him on. I'm gonna bang him in his face. Yeah, just fucking move on, mate. Yeah, no one gives a fuck, yeah? Right? Whether or not you want to wear a mask or not.
Right.
Oh yeah, it's super deadly. I'll just take off my muzzle, which won't do anything anyway. Yeah, but never mind that, sheeple. Never mind that the PCR tests have got to stick a swab and infect you with, you know, the nanoparticles right up into your sinus, into the middle of your head, and then start poking at your blood-brain barrier. Never mind they insist on that test. You can't just spit, do a little spit on something. Yeah, no, they won't allow that. Yet they'll have you wear a muzzle, which the only thing it will stop is spit, by the way. Yeah, but I guess the contradiction there, it just goes over the heads of sheeple, I guess.
Yeah, you're going on about it, yeah? You're acting like, oh, it's not real when the government takes wear off, but as soon as I confront you, you're telling me to back.
Yes, and actually, common cold, okay, that's, and flu, that's your body detoxing. You've been poisoned. It's poisoning. And laughably, the scientists themselves, they will tell you, on one hand, viruses are not alive. Okay, but then on the other hand, then here come all the scum trying to push their pharma, you know, toxic jabs. They'll say, "Oh, it's mutating." Yeah, how can something mutate that's not that they admit is not alive? Okay, it's not alive because it's a cell which has been dissolved. It's like a solvent, the solvent crap of basically a poisoned cell is being taken to pieces and ejected. That's why it's in pieces. So what they're calling a virus is actually parts of your own cell being broken up and being ejected. That's what the flu is.
Pack up. You're contradicting
Okay.
yourself. Pack up and fuck off.
Right.
Yeah?
These sheeple are mega angry.
Enough people have fucking died because it's bullshit
People have fucking died
virus. Yeah?
because of this virus.
I lost a child.
I've lost a child. Yeah, there's no other causes of mortality, yeah, anymore. Okay, it's all the current big lie. Yes, and she's been emotionally manipulated. There is no logical thought going on here.
Because of it. So gone.
It's okay.
Yeah? Pack up.
Yeah, so that's it. Everything in my life is ruined now because of COVID. Everything is ruined. You're saying it's not real. You're saying, why is my life so shit? Why am I a mega failure? It's all COVID. You're saying COVID isn't real? That's the reason I'm a failure.
Oh, fuck off.
And all my misfortune and personal losses. Okay, it's all that. That's the big excuse.
If all these dickers don't want to wear masks, yeah, that's down to them. If they want to go home and infect their fucking families, let them.
Yeah, you're being sprayed with chemtrails every day, retard. That's why you people are getting sick.
I didn't say anything about that.
Do this shit. If you
Okay, so that's, and you can see a bit at the end of the video. Enough of that. Here we go. Here's the standing army, who are the soldiers for the rogue government of occupation, of the Bojo regime, and the cabinet full of people who want us dead.
you like?
Who are running a reign of terrorism upon all of us, but the sheeple are too stupid to work it out.
Okay, so we won't be commenting anymore, right?
But I mean,
And if a sheeple even watches my video, they'll be outraged not by the terrorism and lies and psyops being run on them. No, they'll be angry at me for trying to tell you the truth. You know.
you think that as people who are forcibly using violence, what's that?
There we go. Literally Nazi COVID 1984 stormtroopers. Yeah. Okay. They're thugs. That's just a legalized criminal gang, basically. They are the enforcers of the state, which is your enemy, if you haven't worked that out yet. Okay. And let's go back to... Oh, wait, hold on. Got to go back here. Is it here? No, it's not here. Got to get this one in. Yeah, because I'm redoing the video because I said too much, probably. Oh, here it is. Yeah, I'm banned from Twitter, obviously. Okay, so look. This
Hollywood,
is...
because you're all getting flu shots.
Ha ha ha! Gaslighting from 2019.
Hey, shot. Excuse me, ma'am. You're definitely gonna want to get the foe.
You see, this is what you're seeing is elitism imposed gaslighting and tyranny. As you can see, this is Golden Globes. They show a 2021, which is now, where the flu shots are, you know, what they call flu shots anyway. Yeah, they're here now, and this is it from January 2019. Okay, and that will correspond with another little workshop for perpetrating a reign of terror on everyone, which I'll come to in a little bit, I think of. Okay, and then it's just old channel here, defunct, hasn't had any videos for 7 years. Okay, yeah.
This is going to be a public relations, trust your government.
More gaslighting from back then.
And your health officials, public campaign.
You know, there's no conspiracy here, folks. Just get your damn vaccine. Listen to our government agencies. These guys are telling the truth. Forget the conspiracy.
Oh, they're telling the truth,
Just get your
sheeple.
damn vaccine. Just get your damn
You don't
vaccine.
understand.
Now,
You don't understand science, sheeple, so you better get injected by a piece of shit. We're injecting you with poison, yeah?
Because of this flu
And it's even worse this time because it's the literal mark of the beast now.
season being so important, certain states, including our state, New York State, are actually making it mandatory for healthcare workers to get vaccinated.
Oh wait, so I'll go back a bit here.
Including our state, New York State, are actually making it mandatory for healthcare workers to get vaccinated against both seasonal flu and H1N1.
And how can you do any what they're called? How can you vaccinate yourself against being poisoned by flaring and pollution, intentional pollution, and the manipulation of the environment?
this is going to be a public relations, trust your government and your health officials, public campaign.
It is very, very important, especially for healthcare workers, because traditionally only about 40% of healthcare workers get vaccinated. And
Yeah, because 60% of them might have a brain and know that it's fucking poison.
we are, excellent, Anna, we are the vectors of spread for this virus. In addition, you don't want your doctor himself or herself to be sick, so very
You gotta have the serpent seed
important for
injected
healthcare
into you.
workers. We should strive for close to 100% compliance.
There you go.
Oh, not 100% protection from the flu or whatever. 100% compliance. That's what it's about.
Get your shot yet?
Yes.
That's okay.
Yesterday.
Just
Gotta say the Earth is a ball, and that scumbags have been to the moon, and they've sent, you know, all their lives. You've got to agree with all of that. 100% compliance. Yeah, these scum Canaanites will be, and their androids will be so upset. They're very upset when you tell the truth.
get your damn vaccine.
But we trusted the
Get your
scientists
damn
back
vaccine.
in 1976 with the original swine flu shot, and a lot of people got
1976, yes, that was another big lie back then.
sick, right.
They all
Now
lied.
some people died.
Swine flu, foot and mouth. Yeah, it must. Let me guess. 1976 was the winter particularly harsh then? I'm gonna guess yes. Just like this year, this winter, or 2020 and 2021, it's so bad. Why? Because they started heavily flaring as early as September, early September.
Some people were paralyzed. The shot itself. And people remember the swine flu vaccine as a terrible disaster.
Remember the swine flu?
Yeah, well, no shit. You let a scumbag inject you with poisons, of course it's going to be a disaster for you.
Scare of 1976. That was the year the U.S. government told us all that swine flu could turn out to be a killer that could spread across the nation. And Washington decided that every man, woman, and child in the nation should get a shot.
Yes, you've got to prove your compliance to Satan and his and their lies. Yes, and you've got to prove your devotion by actually getting poison injected into you. That's how committed you are.
To prevent a nationwide outbreak, a
Fucking
pandemic.
lies.
Well, 46 million of us obediently took the shot. And now 4,000
46 obedient sheeple took the shot.
Americans are claiming damages from Uncle Sam amounting...
Yeah, thousands claiming damages, yeah, and probably tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands who are too embarrassed to claim damages because they got duped.
to $3.5 billion because of what happened when they took that shot. By far the greatest number of the claims, 2/3 of them, are for neurological damage or even death. Dr. David Sensor, then head of the CDC.
Government agencies, these guys are telling the truth. You know, there's no conspiracy here, folks. Just get your damn vaccine.
Yeah, that's it, sheeple. Just do as you're told. Fucking retards. Sub 90 IQ. Yeah, there's no such thing as vaccine-derived, you know, like mutations. Okay, it's really there isn't even that. It's just poisoning. Okay. I don't know. Oh yeah, and then you got the more sheeple outrage. Look how well trained they are. Look, you've got to wear your slave muzzle. It's all about compliance. Look, you see, if it wasn't a big lie, they would be absolutely terrified of these people not wearing their slave muzzles as they enter the shop. This is from the Jake the Arsehole channel. It's an important video because it shows. You can see that the sheeple aren't even aware of their cognitive dissonance. Okay? They are wearing a muzzle for a big lie, yet when it comes down to enforcing it, they are very aggressive. Let's get some more aggressive sheeple shots. Very aggressive and dangerous sheeple. They're going to drag us to our deaths. You do realise that. It's going to be the sheeple, ultimately, who get us all killed as they comply with this anti-human agenda, which is going to have us all depopulated yeah, very aggressive. And you can bet you can't even hear what they say because they're wearing a slave muzzle. Yeah, it's given meaning, you see, to their shit life. Yeah, by putting on the slave muzzle, it's given them meaning to their dreary and pointless lives. You see, they are now they are heroes, like the healthcare heroes who are actually all witches and warlocks perpetrating in a big lie. Now the sheeple in the lowest of jobs, which is absolutely, you know, you'd be better off as a road worker or a road sweeper than working in a supermarket, to be honest. No offense to anyone working in a supermarket, I'm just saying maybe you should change your job for another unskilled one. That's if that, yeah. Yeah, it's all, they are virtuous. They are saving lives, and you see, they are essential workers.
I assume so, yeah.
And now they have the power now to inflict harm on you by, you know, gotta restrict your breathing and give you brain damage too. Maybe then you can also have a job like them. Yeah. Okay, so that's what it's about. Yeah, they're going to tell you to put on your slave muscles. There's a little bit of power. You've given them just a little bit and they've become little tyrants. Okay, so that's from Jake the Arsehole there. Absolutely ridiculous. You can see, and of course, all of these idiots. Okay, obviously, look, people are dying all the time, and even if they don't know anyone who's died, okay, they're going to say they know who someone has died from the big lie. You saying it isn't real? And then what else are you going to hear? You're going to hear things like, I don't know, someone 90 something years old, they died. Oh my god, I can't go outside anymore without wearing a slave muzzle. Someone 90 plus years old, and never mind that you're actually being poisoned. That's the real cause, and they want to and apparently that's not killing people fast enough. So they got to inject it straight into you to get there. Oh yes, and let's go here. Let's do this again. Openly, so going back to this gaslighting, January 2019, okay, from the entertainers. Okay, now you have the gaslighting from the professional liars, because that's what they are. Imagine being a professor or doctor of virology, something that, you know, it's not even real.
Issue, and remember, this was over a year
because it's poisoning.
And we started to see exactly the things he was talking about happening
UK
in
column.
real life, so to speak. So have a listen to this. That was asked to tell you about.
Oh, sorry, I should go back. Actually, let's show you what it is. No, that's not it. Where is it? Yes. Okay, so a bunch of terrorists, Chatham House, planning their campaign of terror on the people. Influenza preparedness stakeholder conference, blah blah blah. On you know, that was just another lie. They probably just killed people back then too. Oh yes, and guess what? People are gonna be dying now because they've been dumb enough to go and get injected with poison. Yeah. Yeah. And before, last year you had lockdown deaths, and obviously the mass media terrorizing people. Yeah. And obviously some people had heart attacks and they're stressed out, committed suicide. But this year there will be people dying from being dumb enough to be injected with poison.
1918 pandemic, and this took place in January.
And if you don't die from it, you're going to be a transhuman sheeple Borg demon. Okay. It's Mark of the Beast.
2019. It was run by Chatham House, which is the Royal Institute for International Affairs.
Start your communication with the press, with the people, and you have.
Okay, so this bastard should be in prison or executed.
To do it right. I mean, you have to go for one voice, one message. In Belgium, they chose to.
Yeah, that would be authoritative message.
Point a non-politician.
Nobody else is allowed to say anything. Only the liars, because they all the liars get together, and they are the professionals. They are the medical professionals. Yeah, and if you question them, you are a domestic terrorist. Remember, when they are literally running terror on everyone, they're the terrorists.
To do that. I mean, I have no party affiliations, and that makes things.
I mean, you don't even need a trial. I think Professor Van Tam attended this apparently. Okay. So this is basically a workshop on how to run a big lie and a terror campaign on people.
A little bit, at that time at least, a little bit easier, because you're not attacked politically, majority, minority. That doesn't come into.
Oh my god! It looks like a assembly of the tribe. Oi vey! Oi give out!
Play, and that was a.
They used to poison wells. Now they want to just. Now people are dumb enough to just submit to being injected with poison directly.
A huge advantage. The second advantage.
You know, there were witch burnings before. Yeah, they say back in medieval times, whenever that was. Yeah, I don't know. And they say, oh look, they were so dumb they believed they were witches and stuff. Well, look, clearly they're there. Look, you just saw them. And they're on, they're on daytime TV, yeah? And people were much smarter then because they were actually smart enough to get together as a group and burn them at the stake. Now they're so fucking dumb, they listen to them.
Which is that you can play in Brussels the complete naive guy and get a lot more done than you would otherwise.
You hear that? I'm just going to play a naive guy, but I'm completely independent and unbiased and
otherwise be able to do. You have to be omnipresent that first day or the first days, so that you attract the media attention. You make an agreement with them that you will tell them all, and if they call, you will pick up the phone. When you do that, then you can profit from these early days to get complete carpet coverage of the field, and they're not going to search.
That's right, they want control of the narrative. And the big tech companies, social media companies, they're all in it to censor anyone who questions their narrative, the narrative of the Canaanites.
For alternative voices there. And if you do that, that makes things a lot easier. And then you have to say, okay, well, we will have H1N1 deaths. Of course, that would be unavoidable. I used there Sir Donaldson's quote where he said that in the UK...
There you go, another mention, swine flu, foot and mouth, mad cow's disease, all of them lies.
By the peak of the epidemic, 40 people would...
Why is there never a deer flu of some kind, a venison flu? Why isn't there a caviar flu? Yeah, that's because that's what rich people eat. There'll never be a flu of that kind. Whatever food they eat, there'll never be a flu of that kind, where their food supply is destroyed.
Would die per day at the end of the summer. So 62 at that time million people in the UK, 40 deaths a day. I worked it out for Belgium. That would be 7 deaths a day at the peak of the epidemic. I used that in the media. 7 Belgian flu deaths.
Yes, normal death rates. Now we can just say it's the flu. That's what he's saying. So this is ridiculous. So these are the experts telling you they're going to hoax you with normal mortality rates from their own mouths. But if I say it, or if anyone else says it who's not one of the Canaanite high priest class, censored, removed from YouTube, yet here they are saying it openly.
per day at the peak of the epidemic would be realistic.
They're not even hiding because they know.
True in every
because
year.
they know the sheeple herd, the herd stupidity is so great now they can just openly say it, and only a tiny portion of us can know that it's not can tell. It's always lying. They're lying to us daily. They're killing us daily.
Even interpandemically, that is very, very conservative. However, talking about fatalities is important because when you say that, people say, wow, what do you mean? People die because of influenza? And that was a necessary step to
yes, because if you think about it, sheeple, they think they're like... They think they're like some superhero in part of like some fantasy life story where they can never die, but whenever they're confronted that yes, people die every day due to all sorts of reasons, and they go, oh my god, I might die, and they become so fearful, yeah, like their shitty life even means anything. Why are you afraid to die, sheeple? It'll be a blessing, idiots.
And then, of course, a couple of days later, you had the first H1N1 death in the country, and the scene was set and it was already talked about. And then you had to pick...
Okay, so...
I'm going to skip to his summation because it's just
pretty clear
better.
there. He's making it very clear how you run. And that
things that are happening really normally in other years, normal death counts, normal incidents of flu or an epidemic. And then you kind of
course,
give it the
nobody's going to tell you that flu is caused by being poisoned. I mean, look at the state of the sky.
Alistair Campbell treatment.
Yes.
You sex it up, and then it becomes something bigger. You could do the same thing with the seasonal respiratory virus, I'm told.
Yeah.
Turn it into a rock star.
Yeah, there you go. Turn the normal cold and flu into a rock star. That's what the experts, YouTube, are saying. Just by manipulating the media because they're dumb, right? I don't know. See what else next? Okay.
is the influenza preparedness stakeholder.
And of course, where does all this come from? Why are these high priests of Satan allowed to do this? Oh yeah. Well, one more second. Yes, another thing. UK should lead the way with COVID passports, says Tony Blair, yeah, who's a war criminal who should be in prison. But I guess because his wife is a judge and the whole judiciary is corrupt, now literally war criminals who have gotten people, millions of people murdered. Not like I care about them, but that, according to their own legal systems, he should be in prison for life or even executed. Okay. But they don't care. It doesn't. Their standards only apply to the sheeple herd, not to them. They are above the law. Okay, and where's all this coming from? Why are they allowing these medical experts and these technocrats to kill us? Well, there's the ideology coming from someone who's going to be dead any day now. Yeah. Oh, the humans have overrun the earth. There's too many humans. We've got to kill them all. We've got to kill them all. And how are we going to do that? With fake stage scenarios imposed on us in just running terrorism on us, domestic terrorism. All the Western governments are they're terrorists. It's the rogue governments of occupation, and they literally want you dead. Okay, I don't know what shall I finish with. Did I have anything before that? I'd just probably end it there. And another thing was a flight radar. Yeah, Spain's very dead. I mean, it's ridiculous. Look how dead it is, compared to normal, especially this region. I mean, I've seen domestic flights only, and flights going over from other countries. Yeah, it's domestic there. There's basically nothing in the sky. All right. Okay, so I don't know how far I can see. Maybe from my location around here. Whew, well, I don't know. Maybe like a circle like that, maybe in the sky. Okay, even that I think is too big. I don't know. So you can see there's nothing. It's like okay, one aircraft, which is it's not even taken off. I don't think. nothing. However, you'll see 2 to 3 aircraft just in my local area spraying the sky yesterday anyway, and the 2 days before that. Okay, so it's all military drone tankers spraying us. But no, that's not real. The scientists say it's contrails, even though they've always been doing it, and the scientists of old, with the Appleton chart, used to say it only happened at 40,000 feet. Okay, look, the whole world is it's a desert. It's been terraformed. Okay, did I mention? This is Jerusalem. The Temple of Solomon is in Covent Gardens. Okay, Scotland is named after Princess Scotia, Egyptian princess. Enter the Stars found at one of these islands here is the island of the Lily Eaters. The Scottish flag is 2 chemtrails crossing over a blue sky. That's even the tartan print. It looks like a chemtrail grid. Okay, it's ridiculous. Like Liverpool. Is it Liverpool or is it Leeds? I can't remember. It stretches from. It's one of these. There's like, yeah, I think it's is it Liverpool? There's like Liverpool underground tunnels, and there's a. Well, I'll do a video on it another time. And you know, it's all the desert. That's why you have dunes everywhere. Or was it in this part of France? So like a big dune, yeah, along this suspiciously straight-looking seafront here. Yeah, so a big dune area, because it's all a desert. It's okay, and that's it. They're not going to tell you that. The Canaanites aren't going to tell you that, because we're the aliens. Okay, we are. Well, we all start off as sheeple, but we can be picked out of the world and saved. Okay, because look, listen, we're not. That's why God had to send Jesus and be God in the flesh on earth, because we're not a direct creation. Satan has stolen this part of creation and made it. It's been given to them. It says the God of this world is Satan. It's been given to them. They're not a direct creation. That's why Jesus had to come and defeat death and sin for us. Otherwise, we would never get out of here. And all you have to do is accept him as the Messiah and your salvation. That's it. Okay, so there's some people out there who go, I don't need Jesus, I can have a direct connection to God. No, you can't. You need both. Okay, and if you start searching for the truth and calling out the lies of the enemy, the Canaanites, they're human-sized Nephilim, you know, when they die, they don't go to heaven and they don't go to hell. They become a disembodied evil spirit, and they just roam the earth seeking physicality. The same with the fallen angels who lost their bodies or you know, imprisoned in the planets. It's the same thing. They seek physicality. That's what Hollywood. That is about. We've got to get the serpent seed into you, antenna, so they can possess you. Okay, that's what it's about. That's too much. But I guess I don't care, because the sheeple are too dumb. They won't even listen to facts. And they won't even listen to the out of the mouth of the scumbags themselves, laughing about hoaxing you. Yeah, you can just it's like that. It's the same death rate every year, but we'll just sensationalize it and you know, and make a big lie, straight from their life and from their mouths. Yeah, but yeah, nope. Okay, and so many such cases where there's a good channel, it's banned on YouTube now, called No More News, and all he did is he took what they say, what the enemy says, and he reproduced it and presented it. That's all he did. He didn't even give his opinion or anything, and YouTube banned him simply for showing you what they say in their open meetings now, because they know sheeple are just too dumb. That's what they think of you. They can just openly plan big lies and terror campaigns based on normal conditions, normal poisoning levels, and blow it up into actual big tyranny. Yeah, and have you wear a slave muzzle. That's what it's gone to. Okay, and I don't really want the video any longer than that. I've got lots of things to expand on, but I just can't be bothered. You know, what's the point? We're literally living Revelation now. Okay, and I think honestly, I think this 1 year is like the year of peace, of of the big lie year, and then after this they're going to come after March, after probably April, they're going to come after. They're going to come after us, and if you refuse what they want to inject into you, that's it. They will just say you are a public health risk, and send you to an internment camp where they're gonna execute you. Oh, what's going on here? Lots of military aircraft there. They don't know they yeah, probably. I don't know. I'll leave it there now. So that's it. And then you're gonna have all the. It's just gonna be year after year. I think there's people saying the seals and the vials are already poured. I think they're in position. They're ready now. It's all ready, but I don't think they have been poured yet. What's the first sign? Yes. So it'll start this year. From the spring, there'll be people getting sores. Yeah, all the people who were dumb enough to get injected. Yeah, they'll have a pox, won't they? And then what's the second seal? It's like the C goes to blood, and the third seal and vial. Oh, sorry, the seals already happened, is it? Yes, it's the vials that happen now, because seals were the positions and the trumpets. Now it's the vials. Sorry, and then the following year, after the seas and ocean turn to blood, then it's the land turning to blood, is it? And then what's the fourth vial? Is it just more pox? Okay, more plague. I can't remember now. And then the fifth one. What's the fifth one? You can look it up. I don't know. It's like eventually it ends up in. Oh yeah, sorry. The power of the sun to scorch. Yeah, so they can scorch you, and then I can't even remember what the sixth one is. I don't know. And at some point the earth basically gets turned over. Okay. There'll be earthquakes and stuff like that. Yeah, and that's all gonna happen soon. I think, because this cannot continue. They are literally just terrorizing people using, in their own words, in their own words, ha ha ha, we'll just say that. Ha, they can't question us. We're the big authoritative medical experts. Ha ha ha. Yes, but look, ha ha, you just tell them, look, it's normal for every year, these death rates. We'll tell them it's the big lie, the thing I'm not allowed to say. And they'll all believe it, and we can tell them to do whatever we want. Yeah, and where are they? These people, yeah, these thugs, they'll enforce it. They'll enforce it. And the lies they are making, they will enforce it. You fucking criminals, you pieces of shit.